First of all, I'd like to show you why some reasons for the Kreepy Krauly not working right. This is the main housing at the bottom where the hammer fits in and the wings attach on the side here. Quite often a little stone gets picked up in here, and the hammer, which is inside, works backwards and forwards and pushes the stone through the wall. You might be able to see it in there where we've patched that one up. This one here you'll see better because we've made them larger, but they've been punched through with the working of the hammer inside. So that's one of the reasons that a Kreepy Krauly goes slow, because the simple reason is that the water, which is supposed to all go through here, is going through these alternative positions. This can also be through here, which is where the swivel fits in. There's a swivel. This is a part without the swivel, but that's the old style swivel where the hose goes inside it. The new size swivel is like this, and it fits, and the hose fits over the top of it. There is one little part that quite often is hidden and you don't know it's in there, is this part that's in there, and this part here. When you take the swivel out, that normally stops there and you don't know it's there, and when you try to put the new one in you can't get it in, but those things need to be replaced so that the water goes predominantly through the bottom of the Kleena, not through these areas where it shouldn't be going. Now here's another area of concern where the Kreepy Krauly, which is designed to go over the floor and then up the wall, it actually goes up the wall, and then the purpose of this is so it loses balance, so it can then go into a different direction. Unfortunately, sometimes a step or a ladder or a light or something's in between the floor and the wall and they get caught. You know, the flotation here should be out about this part all the time. That's why that's there. It goes inside here, it clicks in here to prevent the float going right back onto the tubes. And what happens is when it goes up the wall, this comes out, it twists it, and then it falls off. If that little part there is not in there, and it falls out and no one realises it's gone, the Kleena will spend more time on the wall than it will on the floor. And as we know, there's more dirt on the floor than there is on the wall. So look out for those areas. Holes in the bottom, areas where it's loose and water gets in here, there, and also with the certainly not this model, but some of the really older ones, the backwards and forwards movement here actually wears a hole in the tube, and that will allow water to get in at that point as well. So there's a couple of things to look at, because most people, and mainly also before you start to think that it is the Kleena, it might be worthwhile checking out the filter pump, because the filter pump is the driving mechanism to drive the Kleena. If it's not working properly and sucking in air from somewhere between the skimmer box and the pump, that will prevent it from working. And when you have the Kleena all hooked up, there is more chances of air getting sucked in than when it's not connected up. So even though the pump might be working fine without a Kleena attached, and then you put the Kleena on, you think it's the Kleena, quite often it's not the Kleena, but it's the suction line to the pump. So if there is a lot of air in the pump, it's not necessary cavitation, but just sucking it in from some hole in the suction line. So check that out before you think it is the Kleena. I'd like to talk to you about this. This is the seal, or the skirt of the Kreepy Krauly. One of the parts that we seem to sell most of, because they do wear and they're very expensive to buy out of a lot of the pool shops. But one of the items, one thing that people don't always buy, and the reason that we initially, when we put these on the web, we put them as a pair so that people bought that as well as that. and we gave them a bit of a special price to buy them both together, is because this here is the wearing part. Once it wears, it will distribute more weight over onto the skirt and wear out the skirt quicker. So you might replace 3 of these to 1 of those over a period of time, but if you leave that on and replace that, you'll find within a few months you might have to replace the skirt again. So always make sure that this has got a lot of meat here to keep this away from the floor so it doesn't wear out as quick. Right, that's it with the flexible foot or sole, and this is the skirt, and this is the way you would see it, and that's the way it goes up the wall. This helps it guide it up the wall. If you have it upside down, it will dig into the wall instead of going up the original. Then here's the older wings that go attached to the Kleena head by stainless steel screws. We sell those. These are genuine. This is a genuine marathon scoop, which is the marathon wings or scoop. And this is the Conquest wings for the Conquest. This is a generic part, so very economical to buy compared to the original. And bumper strap, very important because it wears a lot and it protects the actual Kreepy Krauly main part of the tubes and the top part from wearing, getting in contact with the concrete as it's going up the walls and across the floor. Very important to replace that part that's there. And the hammer, which is the moving part inside, these do break. We have those. This is a second-hand old one, but we do have them. It's generic as well. Yeah, that's most of the parts that there. This is a swivel, which I spoke to you about earlier. This is genuine part, necessary to replace quite often. And this other little part that you lose a lot, necessary to be in there. But anyway, give us a call, Epools. Catch us online. Thank you.